So today what we're going to do is look at the different brushes that you have, and brushes and just some basic terminology of brushes and their care. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this brush here, and right now we don't care what kind of brush it is. We'll go through that in just a moment. But the basic idea is when you have a brush and it's brand new, it will often be a bit stiff. And so what you do is you'll dip it in water or whatever you would use for that brush to make it flexible. This removes something called sizing. Not every brush has sizing in it, but many of them do. If it does have sizing, you want to put it in water, or if it's other kinds of brushes, it may be mineral spirits or turpentine, depending upon if it's oil, a brush for oil painting, a brush for acrylics. For acrylics and watercolor, water is just fine to loosen up the sizing of the brush. And that just makes the bristles flexible. A brush has several components to it. One is the tuft itself. These are the fibers. This piece here that holds it to this section here, which is called the brush handle, is called the ferrule. So you've got the handle, the bristles are often called the tuft of the brush, and the ferrule. And the ferrule holds everything together. So when you have a brush and you're cleaning it, anytime you're cleaning your brush, you don't want to pull the fibers while you're cleaning it. In other words, some people will, when they want to dry their brush and they're done for the day, they'll want to fold over a piece of towel and they'll pull away. If you do that, you'll release some of the bristles from the ferrule. And the reason this is important is that the bristles are held together with the ferrule, but they also push against each other, which holds them together. When a few bristles come out of the brush, it will begin to, what we call, throw more of the bristles. So you don't want to pull. What you want to do is, when you're ready to dry a brush, just blot, 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 blot. And that will take a bit of a habit to get into, but well worth your time. You don't really want to pull away from the brush so you don't release the bristles. Also, when we come to measure, we're going to use a watercolor brush to dip it in some water to thin our paints. The way we measure, we actually use a brush to do our measurement. We measure up to the ferrule. So if I ever say we're going to dilute this 3:1 with water, that will be 1 bristle full of paint, but 3 ferrules full of water. So the ferrule is actually a measurement device on our brush also. So with that simple explanation, let's go forward.